Hello boys and girls, again, as usual. Hope you're keeping fine, I hope you're safe, you're doing a bit of exercise if you can, washing your hands, showering every day. I know, even just staying at home, don't stay in your pyjamas all the time, it's not very nice for the people around you. Okay, cool. Anyway, today we're going to be looking at solving equations with variables with x's or y's, whatever the letter is, on both sides of the equation, okay? And the principle here is very, very similar to when we looked at solving equations with variables only on one side. I'm going to go through a couple of examples. They are very basic, very simple, but I'm sure you'll understand very quickly and you'll be able to get going straight away. Here I've got an equation, 3x plus 2 equals 5x minus 3, okay? Now, typically, the best way to tackle these questions is to get all the x's on the same side of the equation, doesn't matter which one, and get all the numbers on the other side of the equation. However, and again, because we want to avoid negative signs, because they make life a little bit more complicated, the way we select where all the x's are going to end up is going to depend on which side has got the greatest number of x's. So, I will look at this equation and I will ask myself, which side of the equation has got the greater amount of x's? Well, that one has got 3, that one has got 5. So all my x's are going to come to this side and all the numbers are going to go to that side. So, I've got 3x here. I'm going to take them away from here. And remember, this is a scale, so everything has to be in balance. Whatever I do one side, I have to do to the other. So, I want to have all the x's here. I want to get rid of the x's on this side. If I've got 3x in that plate of the scale, I need to take 3x away from it. So if I take 3x away from that side of the equation, I also have to take 3x from this side of the equation. So I would have 2 equals 5x, take away 3x, is 2x minus 3. Okay, and again, remember this, is still a scale that has to balance. Now, I wanted to have all the x's here. I wanted to put all the numbers on the other side. So this minus 3, I need to get rid of it on the right hand side. If I have a minus 3, how do I turn that into a 0? I need to add 3 to both sides. Because if I add weight here, I need to add weight there to keep the balance the same. So if I add 3 to both sides, I get that 5 equals 2x, and then to get rid of the 2, I can divide both sides by 2, so x equals 5 over 2, and remember, we leave the answer as a fraction. There is no need to change it into a decimal. This is it, that's fine. I am sorted. I can switch the two things around. It doesn't matter. Okay, now I'm going to look at the next example here. So there I've got 4x plus 25 equals 40 minus 3x. Just got a negative sign to deal with. Which side of the equation has got the greater amount of x's? Well, that one. Not because that's a 4 and that's a 3, but because that's a positive 4 and that is a negative 3. So you need to be very careful with the signs. Okay, so that one has got more x's. This is where I want all my x's to go. So that minus 3x, I need to get rid of it. How do I change a negative 3x into a 0? I have to add 3x to both sides. So I end up with 7x plus 25 equals 40. And remember, this thing is still a scale that has to match up and balance. And remember, you don't have to actually draw that scale thing in your working out or in the exam. It's just to remind you of the methodology. Okay, I wanted to have the x's on their own. I need to get rid of the 25. It's a positive 25, so to get rid of it on the left hand side, I need to take out of the scale 25, but if I take it out of this side, I also need to take it out of this side. So if I take 25 away from both sides, I end up with 7x equals 40, take away 25 is 15. And again, I need to get rid of the 7. 7x means 7 times x. The opposite of multiplying by 7, divide by 7. So x equals 15 over 7. And I am done. That is it. My answer can be a fraction. It's no problem. There we go. That's how you solve two-sided equations or equations with unknowns in both sides. Maybe in the future I'll come up with another video where we look at trickier examples where maybe we'll go fractions, or maybe our answer is a negative number or something like that. But anyway, for now I think this is more than enough to get us going and started. Believe in you. I do believe in you. Yes, I do believe in you. Okay, so I hope you found it helpful. As always, remember, please try to walk through the examples in the video as I go along. Pause it, watch it, try again. Keep safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.